This is serious. This is major. They did not come to play. They're giving us the developer tools. They're giving us the developer tools. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel, or of course, welcome if you're new. It's Matt here. If you already haven't seen my previous video on Life by You, it's up now on my channel. The next 6 months are going to be a very, very long 6 months, but we are going to have early access for Life by You, which is a brand new life simulation by Paradox Tectonic. That early access, public early access, begins September 12th of this year, 2023. And of course, I'll have some early access content for you before then, but until then, it's going to be a very, very long wait. There's a lot of things that are confirmed with this open world. We're getting shopping, we're getting cars, as you can see in this promo clip here. Even in the trailer, they showed you can skateboard and ride bikes across town. There's a lot that's coming with this, and I did a deep dive into the trailer in my last video, but unfortunately, I didn't get a chance to watch the live stream event yet. So that's what I have right here for you in this video. We're going to go through that, watch it, live react, live discuss, all of that stuff. I'm not even going to ramble, guys. We are just going to get started with this as soon as possible. Let's go. Life by You, the brand new life simulation game.
Hi everyone, I'm Rocio, Community Manager at Paradox Tectonic. Thank you so much for joining us and welcome to the Life by You announcement show. First off, be sure to drop all of your questions in the chat throughout the show. We will be collecting them and hope to answer them in the coming weeks and months. Where can you find those answers? On our social channels, at lifebyou_PDX, and we hope to see you there. For our show today, we have some team members who are here to show you different gameplay features, a brand new trailer to show you some more of Life by You, and finally, which you might be very excited about, how you might be able to play Life by You. So be sure to watch until the very end. You might have been asking yourself, who is Paradox Tectonic? Paradox Tectonic is an experienced game development studio comprised of game industry veterans, life sim players, and gamers from all diverse backgrounds. We have been hard at work on Life by You, a game you might have heard about if you're here. Before we get to talking more about gameplay, let me introduce you to the GM of our studio, Rod Humble. Rod?
Thank you so much, Rocio. Life by You is a game that emphasizes freedom. It's a life simulator where you get to create your world, your way, and we're going to talk about all of the features in a lot of depth coming up, but first, why don't we just show you the trailer?
Wow, guys. Rod Humble, the Rod Humble, is on the team. Ex-producer from previous Sims titles. We also have Zach Choi, also another previous producer from Sims titles. There's a lot going on here, guys. So these are individuals that are passionate about the life simulation genre, and just seeing these faces and these names associated with this game, another life sim by another studio, this game is going to be massive. This is going to be such a big thing for the life simulation community. And of course, I'm going to be covering it for you guys here on this channel, keeping you updated with all of the latest info, videos, pictures, gameplay, everything. So don't worry, guys. Keep it tuned here. Subscribe, turn on your notifications for all of the latest news with Life by You.
Let's roll the trailer.
This is gonna be my second time watching this trailer now, guys, and it's gonna blow me away for a second time in a row. I can't with the skateboards. I still can't believe that. That's so cool. The fact that we can literally place lots anywhere, guys. You can pick up and move your lots around. Like, that is insane. Like, you don't have to actually use the designated lots that are placed for you in the world. You can just drag and drop your lot, or any lot for that matter, wherever you want it to go. Like, just the fact that we have this level of customization is just insane. And I feel like I didn't talk about that enough in my last video for this. Wow, that's a lot, guys. That is a lot to digest.
Wow.
That was a lot of fun.
That was so much fun.
The dev team, we all made that trailer together. So we played the game and we captured footage and we put it together. Life by You, as I hope you'll have seen, is one of the most moddable and open life sims.
Yeah, and I think that's actually one of the things the community has been asking about the most is how open is this game? Rod, I think you're one of the best people to speak to that. Would you mind telling the community a bit more?
Okay, I need to pause for a second. They say one of the most moddable and open life sim games. Oh my gosh, the possibilities for this are gonna be endless. Even though I will say the art style isn't really like my cup of tea, I guess just because I'm so used to that like cartoonish look of The Sims 4, the more I see of this, the more I don't mind that so much. And I love The Sims 3, so I really feel like this is truly going to grow on me, at least with the way it looks. And now we're getting some new gameplay looks, guys, here in this that of course were not in the trailer. We have Houston cooking on the stove. I'm actually a really big fan of the UI. I actually really like the UI. I know a lot of people were kind of like, oh, I'm not sure how I feel about the UI. There's still time for them to change that too, guys. They're still implementing polishing touches on this. So what you're seeing here is probably not going to be the same thing that releases more than 6 months from now, most likely, but it still looks good. Like, I think it looks amazing.
Open world was the center of our game design. And that's because life doesn't have any loading screens, and we didn't want any loading screens either. So we wanted you to be able to move around your world and change how you play anytime you wish. So for example, if you've made a household and one person's at home, maybe cooking, one person's at work, one person's down the beach socializing, you can swap between them anytime. You just click on their portrait and the camera will pan. There's no loading screens between buildings, between the world, or at all. You just move it around. In addition, when you do select somebody, if there's any non-player characters around, you can take them over if you want. If you decide I want to play their life for a while or permanently, you can take them over. All of their memories, their relationships, their loves, their hates, their possessions, all of it is stored and they're playing by the same rules you are.
Memories, loves, hates, relationships, everything. When you take control of these random characters, all of those things then come into play as you take control of these humans. That is so cool. I can't wait to see the memories. He mentions memories. You guys, I'm blown away. I'm blown away. There's like so much that I want to stop and talk about, but this video would be like 2 hours long because this is a 20-minute stream that we're working through. So of course, if there's a lot that you're seeing here that you want to talk about, jump down to the comments and bring it up because there's just so much that I'm going to have to skip over because this is such a long stream. Okay, let's keep going.
Finally, there's not much point in having an open world unless you can really enjoy it and explore it. And so we've got a whole bunch of transportation options. I love cars, I love skateboards. We've got those in the game. We've also got motorbikes. You can jog, you can bicycle, go anywhere that you want within the open world. In addition to that, you can click to move. So you can click anywhere you like in the world, and then your agent will drive there or walk there or jog there, or you can activate direct control mode. You can personally drive by pushing forward either on the arrow key, or if you want to plug in a controller, you can accelerate and deaccelerate.
No way! Direct controls for driving. So not only can you get in the car and the game will drive you, but you can physically drive if you plug in a controller and accelerate and deaccelerate. That is so cool. Oh my gosh.
It's a lot of fun driving in our world. You can also walk using direct control like you would with like an action RPG. It's an over-the-shoulder camera. That feeling of freedom really helps explore the open world and enjoy all of the variety that you find within it. So when you see anywhere within the open world, like top of a mountain, the woods, the beach, you can just go there and you decide how you want to get there, take your transportation of your choice. And of course, it being an open world, we want lots of things to do, and so we've added spawnables and collectibles. We've got a whole editor that enables you to add your own, but by default, when you load up the game, you'll see that we've got seashells, archaeology, a whole bunch of spawnables out there for you to discover and collect. So that's what we mean by open world. It really is all-encompassing, and all of the game systems use open world. None of it uses rabbit holes. It's all running all the time.
He said, no rabbit holes. No, that's a thing for The Sims. No rabbit holes here. It's cool that you can create your own collectibles and discoverables, but when you load up the game, there's gonna be seashells and archaeology like already in the game that you can discover. Oh, this sounds so good. And the more I'm seeing, the more I'm liking the art style more and more. I definitely need to adjust to it. Yeah, guys, this is gonna be really good. This is game changing. And I also wanna say this too, even if you're one of those people that's watching and you're like, I don't really think it's for me, I don't really have interest in it. The fact that this game is still existing and competing with Life Sim in the same space, you know EA is going to have to step things up because now this is real fair competition. So now this will definitely light a fire under their behinds to get things together and make sure that things are launching and functioning properly and also giving us features that we deserve without putting every single tiny thing behind a paywall with a kit or whatever, you know? So even if this isn't for you, this is still great, healthy competition in the life sim genre, and we've needed this for years.
It's not only open spatially, it's also open in terms of time. You can time skip forward a decade if you want at the click of a button. That's what we mean by open world. It's open in terms of space, in terms of gameplay, in terms of game system, and in terms of time.
Oh my gosh, it's open in every aspect. And also, if you've noticed, they have dates there. Like I saw July. Like they're actually going off calendar years. That is so freaking cool.
We really hope that you're going to like it.
Thank you so much, Rod. That was really, for me, informative as well. I think one of my favorite things is that you can control anyone at any time.
Thank you, Rocio. Yeah, it reinforces the sense of freedom
Yeah.
that we wanted to give players.
Yeah, absolutely.
There should be no barriers and no friction between the kind of game that you want to play and the kind of world that you want to create.
Yeah, absolutely. And speaking of creating, we have a lot of builders who are watching right now. And I think you'll be excited to see our next segment. We have our senior game designer, Hannah, who's actually going to walk through some of our build tools.
I love this guy, Rod. He's cool. I like him. All right, I'm nervous for this, but also excited. We didn't get too much of a look at building with the trailer, so hopefully they go more in depth with that here, but I'm excited. Let's do this.
Hi, I'm Hannah. I'm a senior game designer working on Life by You, and now I'm here to talk about the lot and region editor tools. The lot editor tool.
You can edit lot sizes. Oh my gosh, you can edit lot sizes. No more being constricted to specific bounds. You could actually change the size of your lot, check or uncheck starter lot, public workspace, open or closed, home workspace. You can change and edit tags for them too. Oh man, oh man, oh man, this is nice. Okay, I'm gonna stop pausing. Let's just watch.
Allows players to create and edit pre-existing lots. This means any lot from the beach to the public buildings to the homes to the businesses that we provide you are editable, or you can create your own versions of all of these. The region editor tool allows you to move around all the lots in the game. So if you have a few you like and want to clump them together in a little neighborhood, that is fair game. If you're just tired of driving to work and don't want to anymore, you can move your office right next door. All the lots in our game were created using these lot editor tools, and I use the region editor to create the two neighborhoods that you'll see in game. And I'm most excited to see what players are going to do with the things that we give them as building blocks, and I'm especially excited to see what players will build from the ground up and make their own.
Thank you so much for that, Hannah. And I really love that she went into how the world really becomes your oyster here.
Yeah, I love our build tool. It's so much fun making all of your little houses, and of course you can place them wherever you like in the world. You can have businesses as well as homes, and also our world tool enables you to add people, and people talk, and we have full real language conversation in our game.
Oh my god, so I'm right. There is no specific language for these characters. There's full real language in this game. The people actually talk. I've always been wanting a a life sim like that. But I was just thinking, how is that possible? Because then you'd have to do language and language conversion and translation and all of that. So I was just like, okay, well, how is that gonna work? That makes no sense. But they've made it happen, it seems. Like it's actually going to be in this. And I hope that they demo this in this stream.
Let's hear about how you can tell your own story from senior game designer Gabriel. Throwing it to you, Gabriel.
Hey, I'm Gabriel, and I'm a senior game designer for Life by You. Throughout development, a lot of my focus has been on designing the gameplay for the conversation system. It's been a lot of fun to work with the team to create something that we feel is not only innovative, but fresh to the genre. So in Life by You, you can talk to anyone and anyone can talk to you. Conversations is one of the ways in which you can build relationships with the characters in your world. But what's really interesting about this feature is that all the conversations are being generated based off of your unique situation. So who you're talking to, where you're talking to them, and the type of relationship you have with that person, these are all getting factored into how that conversation unfolds. What this does is it creates a gameplay system that is emergent in storytelling and allows for no two conversations to ever be alike. There are countless choices and thousands of unique lines of written dialogue. So you really get to choose how you respond in any of these situations.
Thousands of written lines? Are you serious? So no two conversations will ever be the same. This is kind of overwhelming. Like, I need a minute to fully process this. Like, wow.
Almost every choice will affect the relationship in some way. So whether you want to be flirty or friendly or antagonistic, you really have the ability to steer the conversation.
It says possible outcomes. Your room is disgusting just like you. Friendship, 67%. No effect, 33%. So it'll show you what the outcomes of saying each thing will be on your relationship with whoever you're talking to.
The direction that you want to take it, as well as the relationship. One of my favorite things to do is to eavesdrop on the humans in the world. I've been working on this game for a while now, and I'm constantly surprised at the conversations that are happening uniquely in the world. I think this is going to open up a lot of opportunities for creative play and emergent storytelling. We really want you to be able to tell your own stories through this system, and we are just scratching the surface of what is possible. I can't wait to share more with you in the near future.
I don't know what to say. Eavesdropping, guys. You have an open world. You can literally go around and watch as people are talking to each other and seeing what they're saying and how their relationships are being affected. There's so many possibilities. The open world autonomy with this, like, wow. Holy crap. This is crazy. I don't even care about the art style anymore, the graphics. Like, I'm just blown away by the gameplay, and we knew the gameplay was going to be deep. Seeing names like Rod Humble, Zach Choi on this, and probably so many more amazing names. Who knows, maybe even more ex-EA producers. We don't know, but yeah, it was pretty obvious from the start that it was gonna have game-changing gameplay, and that is what I'm here for the most. All right, let's continue this.
Thank you so much for that, Gabriel. That was really fun to watch too.
I know. I love our conversation system, and I love the way it hooks into social relationships, how it really impacts gameplay.
Yeah.
So you can annoy people, you can develop friendships with them. But of course, because it's Life by You, we didn't want to stop with just our conversations. We went a step further.
Yeah, we want to see you modders. And there's actually a whole conversation creator, which let's throw it back to Gabriel for this because he's our resident expert on this. Back to you, Gabriel.
Hey, Gabriel here again, senior designer for Life by You. I was given the opportunity to help design the workflow for creating conversations using the conversation creator. We knew from the very beginning we wanted to create a real language conversation system, but it was an extremely ambitious idea. So we needed a tool that would allow us to create a lot of choices and dialogue quickly. But not just that, we wanted to be able to share that tool with the player. With the conversation creator, you can create your own dialogue and tell your own stories. The same tools that we're using to design the gameplay for conversations, we're making available to you, the player. You can edit existing lines of dialogue or create entirely new ones. For those of you who like to write and make a lot of dialogue options, we have a tool that allows you to bulk edit and import your content. And the best part is you get to share this with the community so people can play your stories. The dream has always been to collaborate with the player and to be inspired by what they make. The conversation creator is a powerful tool that's going to allow you to tell your own stories and share that with the community. I am beyond excited to see what the community creates and where they take this content.
This is what I was hoping for, a way to share all of these custom conversations creations that you're making and just custom everything, because there's so much customization that seems to be available with this game, and share it with other players. And we now have confirmation there is a way to share that. So if you want to make things to share with other people, or if you are a player that wants to download what other people are making, whether it's conversations, editing objects or lots or humans or whatever, you can download those things. This is so freaking amazing. This is game changing, guys. I need time to process all of this. I just need a minute. This is amazing. Oh man, EA has some serious competition. I will say there are so many differences though from The Sims. Like, it's going to be compared to The Sims, and of course it can be, and I think there's nothing wrong with it being compared to The Sims. They're both two different life simulation games in the same genre, but so far with what we're learning about this, they feel so very different. So I feel like this is going to cater to a completely different kind of player, and I love that because this gives us options. You know, it's not just The Sims 2.0. It's just another game. It's Life by You. Very different ways to play, very different features it seems, and I'm here for having options. Like, I'm not gonna give up The Sims and just go over to Life by You. I wanna play The Sims, I wanna play Life by You, and I wanna play Paralyzed. So the fact that we're gonna have all of these options with different types of gameplay is so cool.
Thank you so much, Gabriel. I love feeling inspired by your own tools.
Me too, me too. I love our conversation tools. I love the fact that you can batch import, and I really love the drag and drop and the branching editor, so you can visually see it as you're crafting
what you're doing. Exactly.
And then you can share them with your friends.
Yeah.
Because we're the most moddable life sim.
Yeah, exactly. And we don't just stop at conversations, which is one thing I appreciate.
They say it again, because we are the most moddable life sim. Oh man, they are not playing games. I love this though. They know what we want. They know what life sim fans want, and they're like, you know what? Your wish is our command. We're making it happen. No more dreaming about it and hoping for it. We are going to make it and put it in the game. And that is what Life by You is. We're finally seeing that.
You can actually edit objects in our game. And let's actually throw it to Hannah again. She's going to talk us through our object editor. Back to you, Hannah.
Hey, it's Hannah again. And now let's talk about the object editor tool. You can add, change, or attach functionality to any of the objects in game with this tool. If you want to go deep with it, you can create your own scripts with the script editor and add those onto objects. If you just want to mess around and break the rules a little bit, you can do so. An example of this would be if you want to use a flower bush as a toilet. You can just move those toilet interactions onto that flower bush using this editor, and then you've got a flower bush toilet. We use these editors to create everything in the base game, and we wanted to make all the tools available to us as designers available to you as players. We'll be showing off more creator tools in the coming months, including a model editor that will allow you to change the look and feel of some of these objects.
Thank you so much for that, Hannah. The flower bush toilet gets me every time.
This is serious. This is major. They did not come to play. They're giving us the developer tools. They're giving us the developer tools. You don't even need to wait for a pack to have a bush that's a toilet. You can freaking make it yourself. That is insane. Imagine the possibilities just from that with all the objects that are coming in game. Being able to apply scripts from certain objects onto other objects. I just can't even think the amount of possibilities. This is gonna be so much fun to explore. Wow, I can't say it enough how excited I am.
It's pretty funny, and I'm sure that members of our community will come up with even more amusing gameplay modifiers. What's great about it is every 3D object that you see, you can entirely modify.
Yep.
You can use our visual scripting language, and you can add your own gameplay. In fact, we are shipping with the game all of the tools built into the game that we used on the dev team to make the game, including the quest editor. We've got the skill editor.
Okay.
We got a lot.
Don't worry, we're gonna show you a bunch of these editors in the future. We've really only scratched the surface. We hope to give you all of the tools to basically run free, you know, and be as creative as you need to be.
Yeah, we just want to give you the keys to your creative world and to express yourself with the freedom however you like.
Yeah, and definitely stay tuned for more information about all of this. We're looking out for our mod community, and we're so excited to share more. Now for the moment you've all been waiting for. How can you get Life by You?
Life by You is available for pre-order now on the Epic Game Store. If you pre-order, you gain our Life Begins pack, which includes a vintage scooter that you can customize any way you like, fashion pack, a decor pack. You get the full version of the game when it's released, and you gain early access later this year.
Wow. Okay, so early access later this year and the full game when it's released. So I don't want to assume, but it's sounding like the release isn't coming this year, but early access starting this year. Don't want to say that's confirmed, but that's what it's sounding like at this moment. First 100K early access player invite in the Discord private server. So there you go. Make sure you join that, guys, if you want early access, first 100K. Epic Game Store pre-order exclusive. Okay. And early access September 12th, 2023. Wow. Yeah, probably not seeing this releasing in full until next year, but I could be wrong. It could be coming maybe November or December this year, but I think maybe they should wait until next year just to make sure everything is as perfect as it can be before shipping out to the public. But this is still amazing nonetheless. I don't think it's gonna be on Steam, guys. They just have Epic Game Store, so maybe it's just gonna be on Epic Games, maybe Steam, I don't know. But so far, loving what I'm seeing here.
Early access. Why early access? Here to talk more about this is Amanda, COO of Paradox Tectonic. Can you tell us a little bit more?
We've been working on this game for a really long time. The core mechanics are there, and we have some really fun and innovative features, as you've just heard. Life simulation fans have been waiting for a game like this for a really long time, and you won't have to wait much longer. We want to get the game in the community's hands as quickly as possible to start iterating on their feedback and to prioritize the content and features that matter most to you.
And as a community manager, I'm personally so excited to hear the community feedback and see what creations they make. There's just so many possibilities.
Yeah, life is a really big topic, and it's really only limited by your imagination.
Yep.
There's so much to explore, and there's so many perspectives to life. We realized early on that this was too big of a topic for any game team to ever fully explore on their own. So we knew we had to empower and foster a community of modders and creators to really expand this game. This is a really huge game, and we can't wait to see what you make with the tools that we provide and what you think of the tools.
It's fantastic to hear the why, but now we should get to the what. What can players expect during early access?
Yeah, we want to be really transparent here. Many of the core mechanics are in place, and there's already a ton of fun gameplay and content. You can already live many of the key moments in life.
Yeah, absolutely. And just leading up to this, what is the team working on?
Yeah, well, over the next several months, we'll be continuing to add content based on your feedback, and we'll continue to add depth to critical systems such as, for example, the conversation system and many others.
I think it's wonderful that they're letting us know about this pretty far in advance because they want our feedback. They want to know, what do you want to see? What do you want to see changed or improved? So make sure you guys are using your voices because they're going to be watching and they're going to be listening and implementing changes or improving features.
And we will continue to polish the visuals, and we'll be fixing bugs.
Yep, and like you said, read feedback. As a team, we really care about that.
Yeah, we know that it's really important to give ourselves the flexibility and the time to act on that feedback and integrate it into the game. Early access games are not complete, and they will grow and evolve over time, and we're looking forward to releasing a really solid full release.
Yeah, we're so lucky to be able to lean on our community during our early access, and we're excited to share a bit extra with those who join us on the early access program. As a reminder, if you pre-order now, you receive the bonus Life Begins pack on the Epic Games Store. Plus, our first 100,000 early access players will be invited to our private Discord server, where they can bring us feedback directly, get behind the scenes looks, and more. So make sure to pre-order now. Thank you so much for watching. Keep an eye out on all of our social channels for more information. That's at lifebyou_PDX. And we hope to see you all again soon.
Wow, you guys, that's a lot. Make sure you join their Discord so that you can be invited to the early access stuff. Like, that's super exciting. But they also mention here polishing up visuals too. So there's plenty of time to polish up visuals. And of course, they're confident that they're going to be releasing a very, very solid base game. So I'm probably thinking it's likely going to be released sometime next year, but now is the time to give them feedback so that you can help make the base game the best that it can be. Share your thoughts on all of this down below, guys. I am blown away. But here's the trailer yet once again. I'm just like I'm trying to process all of this. I just can't believe that we can drive cars around, like actually use direct controls to drive cars. Like, that's just insane, guys. And being able to freely place lots literally wherever you want and change the size of them, like no more limitations. We've been needing this for so long. Of course, that's it for me, you guys. I love you so much. Thanks for watching. And if there's any new information, of course, if they release any more details, whether it's on the Discord or on Twitter, I will be letting you guys know, keeping you up to date. So subscribe and turn on notifications if you aren't really watching for Sims news, but if you're interested in this game, also going to be covering this release as well. I love you guys. Take care and happy life simming.